So one of the reasons why I was successful and I made a top 10 in the FLW championship is definitely these new laser Trokar drop shot hooks. They're incredibly sharp, they're super strong, and the hook penetration is just unbelievable on these hooks. And whenever I got bit, I stuck a fish, and I didn't have to worry about the fish coming unbuttoned. The only thing I had to worry about was the light line I was using. I was using 5-pound line, and that ended up being my demise. I ended up losing a few that took me into the trees and broke me off, but the hooks were absolutely incredible. I didn't even have to put a little bit of pressure on the fish, and I would drive the hook right through the bone, and literally the hook would go in and come out the other side. And you'll see when I hook these fish, how these hooks just kind of drive into the muscle, they drive into bone, and they come all the way out the other side, and then they're stuck because they won't come back. The hook won't come back through because of the barb on them. But if you take a look at this thing and you look at it up close, they've got an incredibly sharp point. The hook is very strong. You can see you can't bend it. It's not like a light wire hook, and it just drives right into the meat and to the bone of the fish. And again, we're going to go out and put this to practice today on Lake Lanier. We're going to catch some drop shot fish and show you just how good these new laser Trokar hooks are. These are fish. Even that's some fish right there too. And those are catchable fish too. They're suspended around the brush, and then there's one on the bottom there, and there's one kind of in the brush. So we're going to go and turn around and make some casts at this pile, and then vertically fish with the drop shot. And we're going to stick a few of these spotted bass on those Trokar drop shot hooks. A lot of people think that nose hooking is kind of dangerous around trees, and you'll get caught in the trees, and you will sometimes. You just kind of massage it out, but the trick is you just kind of go up underneath the worm and put it in and run it right to where the point is just barely coming out of the worm, right like that. And that gives you a real natural presentation. It allows you to take full advantage of all the action in the worm. You know, if you had it Texas rigged with a little bit bigger hook, you know, you'd only have that much of the worm really kind of giving you that action. So this allows you to kind of maximize the action that the worm has, and it really seems to be effective. So there he is. Good fish right there.
There it is.
Big one. That's a big one.
Okay.
I mean, just like I said, down in 35 foot of water, you know, you could look at the graph right there. Look, there's a school of them here, and they're good ones. But when you get a bite down here, it's usually going to be a good one. This might not be as good as I think it was, but still better class of fish than that first one we caught. He's just a 2-pounder, but it's still a decent one. That one kind of fooled me. They're pretty, boy, they fight hard. They just like to fight. Look at that hook. See the point? It's all the way through. It just drilled him. Absolutely drilled him. Yeah. Ideally, you like to hook them either up there on the top, way up in that real thick, heavy meat up there and bone, or you want it to go up through one of these little eye holes here. But you can see that's a good barb on there. I mean, I need a pair of pliers almost to get that out of there. Good fat little chunky Lanier spot. I mean, just a couple of those on that last day, and I might have had a shot at this thing, but still fun. Let's go back down and try to get a bigger one. There he is. Yep. Oh, that's nice. Another one about the same size as that last one. Not huge, but a good quality keeper. But take a look at the graph now while I've got this fish on. You can just see that there was a nice little school of them down there, and they're all about the same size. They're all about 2 pounds, 2 1/4, but just good quality fish. Again, that hook was driven way up in the meat up there, but now they're just good quality spotted bass. Wow, look at that. I actually hooked him in the eye, and look at that hook. How many times have you had a fish on that you hook that way and you still get the fish to the boat on that light line? Another testament to these hooks. That's amazing. Look at it, it's all the way through. Look at that. That fish hit it, and that's amazing. Hook point through. These hooks are sick. Absolutely sick. One was on there, and I mean, oh, he's got a little backbone to him. What's a good 3.5 pounder in the tree. Oh, nice. This one we're hooked up on the inside of the mouth there. Didn't go quite all the way through, but I mean, that's how good I mean, you just barely have to put any pressure at all, and it just sticks them. It's amazing. These hooks are just incredible. I wish I would have had these hooks a couple years ago, but I mean, look how that's hooked all the way through. You know, and you really gotta, I mean, you almost need a pair of pliers just to get the hook out, but yeah, Trokar, incredible hooks, absolutely amazing. And God, look at that hook, how deep that fish ate that. Another good quality, probably about a 3-pounder. Well, we caught some great spotted bass today, and those Trokar hooks were just fabulous. Oh, go back in there.